Like that? Tell the people that Phony Water is back. Like that? Tell the people that Phony Water is back. Like that?
You are tuned into the W Show on Sideline Sports Talk Network and 100.1 FM, Kansas City. Live from Radio Row in San Francisco, California. Brought to you by Gates Barbecue, the Negro Leagues Baseball Museum, Dillard Zona Rosa, the Soul of Santa, Golden Gate Funeral and Cremation Services, and Wood Nissan.
All right, we're back here live on Radio Row, and it's the end of the day. Someone said it's time to go have a cocktail or a margarita.
It is happy hour.
Yeah.
It's happy hour.
I don't know what day it is, but I know it's time to drink.
All right, we appreciate you guys sticking around, watching, hanging out with us all day. We know it's 6:47 in Kansas City. Almost dinner time, but we have some amazing guests that are joining us. How are you guys doing today?
We're doing great.
Mr. and Mrs. Owens.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Okay.
You can't spill the tea.
Can't spill the tea. Okay.
Can't spill the tea, not yet.
All right. How are you guys doing?
Great.
I know I talked to you, Mel, earlier about your dad playing in the Negro Leagues.
That's right.
Talk about that.
Well, back when my dad was playing, he was a great baseball player, right? But they wouldn't there was, no opportunities for black players to play in the major leagues, right?
True.
At the time. So my dad played a lot of sandlot ball, but back then that was like really, really good baseball. Mm-hmm. So he was young, so he would go play in the Negro Leagues, and a lot of barnstorming, and they'd go from team to team. Detroit Stars, because I'm from Detroit, he's from Detroit, and I saw your the Indianapolis Clowns, and my dad played for them too, and faced Satchel Paige. And I saw that, and we actually took a little selfie yesterday here. I'm coming back. I want to talk to these dudes.
Yeah. Well, thank you for coming back.
Yeah, and you, of course, you played in the NFL as well.
Yeah, I went to the University of Michigan, played there first, and then I was drafted in the first round by the Los Angeles Rams in 1981.
And what's it mean to be back here amongst all of your peers?
This is my third or fourth media row, radio row. It's overwhelming because we know what the game means, but this is the place where all the information comes from. Mm-hmm. They've opened it up and put people in place to promote the game. And, to me, this right here is the Super Bowl.
Yeah, most definitely.
Mm-hmm. It really is. To me, it is. I mean, the game is the game, of course. You can watch the game on TV. You can't watch this on TV.
No, you can't. No.
Not this atmosphere. You can't.
Sure.
And it's electric.
Yeah,
definitely.
I'm interested in hearing the story of your dad going against Satchel Paige, because you hear all these what they call tall tales.
There's always tall tales.
Yeah, like somebody came on and said that Josh Gibson hit a home run in Pittsburgh, and when they went to go play against the other team, it flew down and caught, and he was out from yesterday home run. So I want to hear one of those stories.
Well, the stories change every time I hear it, but Satchel at the time, I think, was near the end of his career.
So he's like 75 years old.
75, 80. Right? But the thing is, Satchel would play with every team. He just played to play, right? And at the end, I think, of his career, they were actually paying him to make appearances to play because he was the draw. Mm-hmm. And but back then, everybody would always play no matter what. Even when I was a kid, we'd go play at Northwestern High School in Detroit. My dad ran the program. I'd be in like 6 or 7 different teams, right? So he's just playing to play. Yeah. Nowadays, it's all specialized, and you can't transfer and all that kind of thing. But, as a youth player. But back then, you played to play. And, if you wanted to play and everybody's trying to get work and get a job and try to promote themselves, they'd go play anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Talk about this. Really just playing for the Rams at that moment in time in the 80s, because right in the 80s you played with Eric Dickerson, or was he after that?
No, I came in 81. He came in 83.
Yeah. Okay.
I played with him. Yeah, I played with him and against him.
Yeah, definitely. Talk about those teams, because Eric Dickerson was that guy that really ran the ball ferociously.
Okay, I'll tell you a story. So You guys remember Deacon Jones?
Yeah.
Okay.
With the head slap.
Oh yeah, so Deacon Jones was my favorite player growing up. I'm from Detroit, and the Rams were my favorite team, and I loved Deacon Jones. And then when I got to the Rams, I was associated with Deacon Jones and all the other guys. So there's all, and Eric Dickerson plays a lot of golf, and Jim Brown plays a lot of golf. And some odd reason there's a feud between like Eric and Jim about who is the greatest running back of all time, right? He's like Jim in his day was like the guy, right?
Yeah.
And then Eric in his day he was the guy. And everybody's like, and they played golf together. It was like a little beef. And they were like, it was Jim Brown's tournament and Eric was there. Then all the fellows got together at the end of the, golf tournament and had dinner. And, they're going back and forth and Eric wasn't going to be on stage with Jim. It was Jim's tournament. And Deacon goes, look, man, he goes, I'm going to settle this once and for all. Deacon was a big dude and he was loud and, a couple cocktails. And he gets up on stage. I'm going to end this shit right now. I'm ending the feud. I'm going to tell you exactly who the greatest running back of all time was. And he goes, well, who was it? He goes, anytime you got 11 white dudes running after you and you can get away from them, you're the greatest of all time. He goes, it's Jim Brown.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's Deacon Jones, right? So, and I play with Eric, but Eric is the greatest of all time. So I played against Barry Sanders, Walter Payton, Emmitt Smith, and then I played against Eric too. I played with him and against him. By far, Eric is the greatest running back of all time. Now, had we kept him, because we had a great line too, he would have put the record so far out there, it could never have been broken.
What was that experience like in the 80s with everything going on with the National Football League trying to increase games and branching out to different countries like Paris? I think the Rams.
I played in 3 foreign games: Japan, Germany, and England. And because we were always, for some odd reason, the team that said, "Hey, we'll go play overseas." And in those years, it wasn't tumultuous, but it was a lot of acrimony between the players and the owners, because we didn't have free agency,
right?
And so we weren't getting paid, and it's ridiculous. Every other sport had free agency but us, so we went on strike 2. I went on strike 2 years, 82 and 87. 87 they brought in the scabs to play, right? And so then what we did is we dissolved the union. And I saw DeMaurice Smith here earlier.
He did an interview right over here.
Okay. So, and he was the guy. Well, I think he was the guy later on, 87. No, it was Gene Upshaw when I was there. And Gene was sort of like, he's a powerful guy, in the union, but he got to be a little more corporate. But the players would never stick together. And, guys were crossing the picket line but we dissolved the union and it evolved into like called it Plan B. Some guys were free agents. Then we won the lawsuit. Then they put the union back together. And then with the new collective bargaining agreement, there was free agency. Then you had the first $1 billion TV contract. Then that was critical mass. You had free agency meets TV contract. It blew up. So back when I played, there was no free agency. So you're at the whim, there was no bottom to the salary. The guys were making $26,000 a year. It's ridiculous. Like the rookie minimum now I think is $800,000 or something, right? So that was a little bit different era. But I'm not mad at those. The players are, they make their money, man. I'm happy for them. I had my time.
And you I don't know, you're known as the Golden Bachelor.
Yes, the Golden Bachelor.
Can we talk about that?
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Okay.
You can talk about me because I'm an NFL player, Ram player. That's who I am now.
Yeah, and being on the Golden Bachelor, let's talk about that.
Well, it's it was a unique experience, and it was the premise is to find the love of your life.
Sure.
And I did.
Yeah.
Hey, and here's pay.
Congrats.
Right. And that's it in a nutshell, basically.
Right.
But it was a great experience. ABC, Warner Brothers, two great companies, and they treated us well, and the program was perfect.
And Peg, talk about winning that.
Yeah, the experience.
The experience.
Yeah.
And I went into it with an open heart and an open mind. I really didn't think it was going to work.
And my girlfriend from high school, my best friend, she's the one that signed me up for it. And I just, I had a lot of reservations going on to the show because who wants to put themselves out there on national television, right?
Yeah.
Especially when the heart's involved.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's hard enough in real life, and now you've got to put it out there for everybody. I was myself, you guys. I was authentic, and I just, if it was going to work, it was going to work.
Yeah.
If it wasn't,
Yeah.
it wasn't going to, especially in our 60s.
Yeah.
We've been married. We've
You're
had the
60?
kids.
See, that's why. Yeah.
It's hot though for 60, right?
62.
Yeah.
Yeah, 62. So I just, it was a really, I just kind of trusted the process. And if it was going to work, it was going to work. And it did.
Yeah.
And I was surprised, to be honest with you. I was really shocked. I'm like, damn,
Yeah.
it's working.
So
Yeah.
I'm guessing
Yeah.
that best friend is going to be the maid of honor.
Yeah, she is.
I wish my
love
best
that.
friend would do something like that. My best friend doesn't sign me up for nothing.
Well,
Looking right at you then.
yeah. Well, with the Valentine's Day coming up, so love is in the air. This is the love season. What would you say to those who, maybe in their later years, they're wanting to step out again and find love?
Have the courage to do it, because as you get older, I think a lot of that nuance of that young, that young love and that excitement, I think it leaves us as we get older,
It
because we
does.
get comfortable and we're like, oh, we lose the faith. We really do. So I say to everybody, have hope and have the courage and just put yourself out there, no
Yeah.
matter what,
Yeah.
what.
Yeah.
And you never know what's going to
You
happen.
never know.
I told her, I go, when you enter my world, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Right. I go, these are some of the things that, I want to take you and experience, because it's my life. Right.
Sure.
And, thank God I'm not playing anymore. We can just come and just enjoy it and enjoy
Yeah.
all the festivities and
Yeah.
see how behind the scenes things are.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
We greatly appreciate you giving us some of your time.
Oh, well, the thing is, I told you, we sat here yesterday and did a selfie just by ourselves. Right?
Oh,
yeah.
And posted it. Right.
We
So it's
did.
going viral because, just us sitting here.
Oh, really?
And then I go,
Okay.
I saw the Kansas City Monarchs, because I know the Hall of Fame. I
Yeah.
haven't been there, but I know
Yeah.
about it, right?
Okay.
So I kept also I go, man, like I'm coming back to talk to these dudes.
Yeah.
I want to be on the show.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
take another selfie.
Yeah, we gotta take
Let's-
another
Yeah.
selfie now.
Yeah.
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 Right, we will, you guys, like,
Yes.
definitely, for
Okay.
sure.
And when you do come to Kansas City, we get you some Gates barbecue and go to the Negro League.
Yes.
Yeah.
How about that?
So, someone said there's barbecue like right around the corner from each other. There's Gates and there's another
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Arthur Bryant,
Right,
yeah.
right down the street.
Yeah.
Right on
Yeah,
Brooklyn.
yeah.
All we care about is Gates.
It's
though.
Gates.
Gates.
Yeah, Gates is the place to go.
I'm coming for sure because I went to the Cooperstown Hall of Fame with my dad. I never got to the one in Kansas City.
Oh,
Yeah.
But I'm coming though.
Yeah, we'll get you connected with the president of the Negro League,
Yeah,
Mr.
Mr.
Bob
Bob
Kendrick,
Kendrick.
and
Yeah.
then we can do a tour and then get some Gates.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
That'd be really
Yeah.
great.
Thanks for having us.
Of
Sure.
course. Very much
Sure.
for having us.
This is the W Show. We'll be back here with one more guest of the day, and we'll
The
be
guy's
back.
still busy, huh?
Yeah.
Can we get a photo?
The views and opinions expressed on the W Radio Show by the host, co-host, guests, and call-in listeners are solely the opinions and responsibility of the original source who expressed them. They do not represent the opinions of the W Show, 100.1 FM, One Kansas City Radio, Sideline Sports Talk, Team Wall Street Foundations, or affiliates.